Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you aren't new, welcome back. Today, by the title, you can tell that we are building our dream self-care routine using the 7 pillars of self-care. I like videos where they just jump right into the facts, tell me what I need to know, like don't go on and on about random stuff that I don't care about. So we're about to jump right in. To start off, I'm just gonna give you guys the 7 pillars of self-care, and later through the video we're gonna go through them individually. The 7 pillars of self-care are mental, emotional, physical, environment, spiritual, recreation, and social. So we need to start off by just defining what self-care is. Self-care is taking the time to do things that help you live well and improve both your physical and mental health. A lot of us actually incorporate self-care in our daily routine, even though we don't know it. It could be as simple as waking up and doing your skincare routine. It could be giving yourself 3 meals a day. It could be easy enough as giving yourself enough water and hydration that you need throughout your day. And the whole reason that I'm even doing this video is because recently my life has literally done a 180, actually like a 360. So I've just been doing everything to pour into myself and give myself that self-care that I need. It's so important to incorporate self-care into your daily routine because self-care is actually proven to reduce or eliminate anxiety and depression. It also helps reduce stress, and it can increase your happiness because literally like doing the smallest thing for yourself, whether that's doing something for your physical like getting your nails done, it makes you so happy, and it just like it improves your mental well-being like immediately. At least for me it does, but not everybody can just do something for themselves physically and feel better. So that's what we're going to get into here shortly. The first pillar of self-care is probably one of the most important ones, which is mental. Something you can do to improve your mental self-care is reading. You cannot underestimate the power of reading. Literally, reading gives you so much knowledge. Do you know how many books are out here? Like, there's millions of books with just so much knowledge that we never got taught in school. Knowledge is literally power. The more knowledge you have, the more powerful of a person you become. I'm gonna give you guys some book recommendations because I know it can be hard if you're not really into reading. It can be like overwhelming to go into the bookstore or go into the library and not even know where to start. So I'm gonna give you guys the current books that I'm reading and then also some other recommendations. My first book that I've been reading right now is Living a Life of Awareness, Daily Meditations of the Toltec Path. Now this is my favorite author. Anything by him I recommend. He also has my favorite book, The 4 Agreements. That's my all-time favorite book, which everybody should read. Literally, that book changed my life, and I'm not even kidding. His name is Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., I believe is how you say it. But this book is basically just, I read this every morning, different topics every day. So it's like, tells you the topic, it tells you how to practice it into your daily routine. So I do that, and then of course we have our Bible. Some of you that watch my videos may not be spiritual, and that is okay. If you are, I recommend getting a Bible and incorporating it into your daily routine. I have this one. It's super pretty. It's the King James version. I try to read a proverb a day, and then also what I really like about this one is it says like, I think most Bibles actually have this, but it says like when you feel, and then it lists out a bunch of emotions. It lists out those certain types of feelings and the exact page of where to find and what to read in the Bible to help you with those feelings. And the last book, but it's becoming like one of my favorite books that I'm reading. I'm like a fourth of the way done maybe. It's How to Love Yourself by Teal Swan. At first when I grabbed this book, I really was not thinking it's gonna be like how it is, but it's basically kind of like her telling her story, and right now I'm getting into how she overcame it, what she does to love herself, what she does to help herself just be better. Like the chapter that I'm coming up on is 365 days of self-care, so I'm really excited to read that chapter. But this book is just really good. Her story growing up was really sad, but she did go through some stuff that I went through, so that's kind of why I've been so intrigued in it, because I just want to see how she overcame it. And she actually became a therapist to other people, so she's kind of becoming an inspiration to me. So yes, definitely recommend this book. And then I have many more book recommendations. If you guys want a book recommendation video or just a whole video based on books that I've read, let me know down below. Don't underestimate the power of reading. Like I said, knowledge is power. Don't forget that. Okay, so another way to increase your mental self-care is to focus on the positive. Do not always focus on the negative in your life. We all go through stuff. We're all gonna go through negative times in life. Like, it's bound to happen. Nobody's gonna have a perfect life from start to beginning. There's always going to be something that's negative in your life, but you cannot focus on that because that puts your mental state in a bad position. You need to focus on the positives. You wake up every morning, you're able to eat, you have a healthy family. It could be the most simplest things. Focus on the positive. Even if you're going through the hardest time of your life, try to focus on the positive. I promise it will make a big difference. This is probably one of the most important tips, your mental self-care. Give yourself relaxing days to help with your mental stress. You cannot always be on the go, doing this, doing that, and never relaxing. I feel like that's one of the biggest problems in America. We always are in this like hustle culture where we need to be making money, we need to be going constantly. No. Okay, so most of us work 40-hour work weeks. That's already a lot of work that we're putting into it. We need to have those days that they give us for off days. Yeah, those are off days for a reason. You need to give yourself relaxation, whether that's literally laying in bed all day watching movies. Go for it. You deserve that once in a while. Whether that's a maintenance day where you do all the stuff to help yourself feel better, do it. Whatever it is, give yourself at least one relaxation day throughout the week because your mental needs it. The next pillar of self-care is emotional. Now, emotional self-care is also so huge because some of us do not show our emotions as much, or we compress our emotions, and then that can cause a lot of problems for us later on in life. Listen to your feelings. You are not feeling that feeling for no reason. You need to learn your emotions and then learn how to deal with those emotions. Learn how to overcome those emotions. Learn how to better those emotions, or learn how to even help yourself before you get to that point of emotional breakage or emotional stress. Do not shut your emotions down or out, especially if you're a man. Do not let people tell you you can't show your emotions, because we all have them. Literally, emotions are a normal thing. Do not let anybody tell you you're too sensitive or too emotional, because I've heard that a lot in my life, and there's no such thing as too emotional or too sensitive. Some of us just feel our emotions very, very deeply, and I'm one of those people. And it's just like, if I feel something, I feel it so heavily, and you do not need to be ashamed about that. That's actually something to be proud of, because you can feel your emotions. You're not scared to express those emotions. Don't be scared to express your emotions. Like I said, my biggest tip is just to feel your emotions. That's gonna be so helpful to your emotional self-care needs, because if you're compressing or decompressing, I'm not sure which word. If you're compressing, decompressing, whatever the word is, your emotions, then you're not even being able to feel them. You're just pushing them down and acting like you're okay to go on about your day when you're not. Sometimes you need to cry. For me, crying heals me. I let it out and then I feel better. If you need to be angry, go to a rage room. If you need to be sad, cry. If you need to be happy, be happy. If you need to be emotional, be emotional. If you're sensitive, that's okay. I'm sensitive too. I'm probably the most sensitive person on earth, but that is okay. Do not let anybody tell you that's not okay. Now let's get into my favorite, physical self-care. Because if you're a girly girl, even if you're not, just giving yourself something that you did to improve yourself, your physical being, is gonna make you feel so much better. Everybody knows that saying, when you look good, you feel good, because that's literally true. When you wake up in the morning and you look good, or when you wake up in the morning, do your skincare, do your hair, do your makeup, get a cute outfit, get a cute purse, accessorize, you're gonna feel so good about yourself because you're gonna feel so confident in your own skin. I feel like that's sometimes it's a misconcept because some of us feel bad about ourselves, but then we never get up to fix ourselves up. Like when I was in a very depressive state, I literally would not get up, and then I wouldn't even fix myself. When you just lay down in bed all day because you're depressed, you don't get up, you don't fix yourself up, you don't do the normal stuff that you would do to make yourself feel better. So you're just gonna continue to be depressed and continue to not feel good about yourself, because realistically, if we do not do nothing for ourselves, we're not gonna feel good internally or externally. Like I said, when you look good, you feel good. Set those appointments, girl. Get your nails done. Get a pedicure. Get your hair done. I literally cut 10 inches off of my hair a few months ago because hair holds memory and I just wanted to let it go. And when I tell you, after I got my hair cut, I felt a weight literally lift off of my shoulders. Go get that facial. Do anything you can to make yourself feel better physically. That's part of self-care, maintaining your self-care. On another note of self-care, physical self-care isn't just all about your appearance. Physical self-care also comes back to listening to your body. Your body will tell you exactly what it needs if you just listen to it. Whether that's you're dehydrated, whether that's you're not getting enough sleep, whatever it is, your body will literally tell you. If you have bags under your eyes, some of that is genetic, but some of it's literally you're tired. If you feel drowsy or you feel dehydrated, drink more water. Water is also such a big thing of self-care. Like some spring water, girl, is gonna do it for you every time. Be mindfully aware of how you usually feel, and when things start to feel different, you're able to change those before it gets worse. Okay, the next two pillars of self-care I'm gonna combine because they kind of intertwine with each other: emotional and recreational. Spending time in nature is a simple act of self-care for yourself and has been proven for many health benefits. Being outside and just like grounding yourself with nature is such like a humbling, grateful, beautiful experience. I cannot wait till it gets warmer out. I just want to go to parks, trails, and just be outside. Like being outside under the sun in nature, like I said, grounding yourself with nature is just so beautiful, and it's the most simplest yet most powerful act of self-care. Most of us know the saying, clear space, clear mind. This is a very important saying because if you're constantly in a dark and cluttered room, that's gonna have a different effect on you than being in a room that's airy, light, bright, clean. This impact of being in those types of rooms go beyond our immediate reaction. Take for example, living in a super cluttered home is gonna activate a stress hormone because you're always gonna feel like there's something to do, always gonna feel like there's something to clean, organize, declutter. So living in a place that's just clear, your mind can feel at ease, cleaning once a week whenever you have to, just making it a clear space for your minds, have clear thoughts. Now, environment can also play a big part in our social self-care as well, which is going to be the next pillar of self-care, our social. First, you're going to want to sit down with yourself and really evaluate your daily habits. Evaluate who you're around on a daily basis. Evaluate what you're doing on a normal basis. Look at those habits and realize what's healthy and what's not healthy. If people are putting you in a bad situation and you're around a bad crowd, that's not going to help your self-care. That's going to damage it. If you're around people who constantly want to drink, want to smoke, want to do drugs, want to party, want to not focus on their goals, if people are not goal oriented, there's no reason to be around those type of people. Social media plays a huge role in our mental health and our self-care practices. Social media can be so toxic to our brain. Social media pushes out so much negative stuff that it really can make a person paranoid, especially with all the stuff that's been going on recently. That can really make somebody just so paranoid. And also another thing, like I said, social media is toxic. You see everybody doing good. You don't really see a lot of people talking about their struggles or talking about hardships, and then you think that you're behind in life. You can never be behind in life if it's your life. It's your pace. Put that phone down. Literally put the phone down. Even if it's 30 minutes out of your day, an hour, put the phone down and just live. Our generation especially always has their phone in their hand. I have a bad time with it. Like, I'm literally talking to a phone right now. I'm looking at my tablet, my notes. Like, we're around technology all the time, and that's good, but it's also can be bad for some people. Now, the last pillar of self-care is something that I've really hold near and dear to my heart, which is spiritual, because I've been growing so close with God, and it just makes me so happy because I never knew that I could have this type of relationship with him. I actually just got this shirt. It says God cares, and then on the sleeve it has a little Bible quote. It says, give all your worries and cares to God, for he cares about you. Because God literally cares about you so much. You're his child. He designed you. Being spiritually aligned can really help you with your daily habits and your daily self-care routine. Since I've personally gotten closer with God, I just feel like a huge sense of relief and the need not to worry as much, because like I said, give your worries to God. He's there for a reason. Make it a habit to pray even on your good days. Don't always pray on your bad days or when you need help. God wants to be like your father, your friend. He does not always want to just you to come to him when you need something. Pray to him on your good days. Just thank him. Like, thank him for waking you up. Thank him for all the blessings you have in your life. Thank him for having a good day. Get a habit to pray daily. What I do to get a prayer in, you can do it any time of the day. It can be when you wake up, when you go to sleep. Me personally, when I get off of work, I don't have any music on. I turn it off and take that time to really just talk to God. Tell him about my day. Talk to him as he is one of my friends. Like, just talk to him, tell him everything. And saying your prayers out loud is so helpful because you're not internalizing it. You're literally saying it out loud. You can tell him your worries. You can tell him how your day went. You can tell him what you need help with in life. I often pray for guidance, just to help guide me down the right path that I'm supposed to be on. Guide me in the right direction. Help me become the woman that you designed me to be, God. Like, just ask him, or just tell him thank you. Like, thank you, God. Literally, thank you so much for dying for our sins. It can be intimidating to grow that relationship with him, because for me at first, I didn't really know how to talk to him. But like I said, talk to him like he's your friend. Just talk to him. He loves to hear from us. We're his children. Incorporating spiritual habits into your daily routine is going to help improve your self-care immensely, as it does for me. Okay, so now that we covered all the 7 pillars of self-care, I really hope this helped somebody. I hope it helped inform somebody. I hope it just encouraged somebody to keep going and to not give up. And it took me a while to get where I am today. It took me months. Like, I was literally going through the worst time of my life. And now I can say that I'm slowly getting better and climbing into the right path. And I just wanted to share the things that I've incorporated into my life because it can help somebody as much as it's helped me. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want more of these like how-to videos or of just me sitting down and talking to you guys, please let me know down below. But make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.